I think it's more of like a strategy where if I just pretend that I like it, I think your incentive for liking it will sort of diminish.
Because it did say how much you hate it.
Correct. So if
you stop hating it,
if I just pretend to love it, I think in the long run, you will learn to hate it.
What if I always genuinely loved it?
I don't think that's a real worry. Nor a possibility. Okay, well, it is 420 Eve. It is our penultimate days of haze here. Friday night, in addition to being the night before 420. It's a great confluence of events. A 420 on a Saturday is the perfect day for a 420. Friday night's the perfect night for a 420 Eve, I guess. So it's all exciting. I'm looking forward to it all. You are also obviously clearly into it. It's super exciting. Happy Friday, and again, happy 420 Eve. So this is our, as I said, penultimate days of haze here. And each day before we have been doing more weed than the prior day. Also, somebody just let me know. I don't ever rewatch these. If you're watching this in the future and you didn't hear us at the beginning, let me know. Because either the music is too loud or it's too loud in your heart and it drowns us out either way. I'm curious. Just let us know. So we have 7 units of weed to get through this evening in our stream, which is a lot. But
it helps you get prepared for tomorrow.
Yes, the big day where we'll be streaming from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Capturing
Pacific
4:20 Eastern Time, 4:20 Central Time, 4:20 Mountain Time.
Fuck you, Alaska and Hawaii.
And 4:20 Pacific Time.
I'm a continental guy. If you're not contiguous, you're dead to me.
I'm picturing that beloved
Key and Peele skit.
Yes, thank you.
Continental.
Ooh, this breakfast is continental.
Yeah. All right, well, it's Friday night, so we've got to get ourselves started because we have to get this show on the road. But we usually like to wait till we've got somebody out here in chat. We like to usually dedicate our first bag. So I'm never quite sure. Also, sometimes I put too much the weed part of the video, too much in the title, and I think YouTube doesn't like that. Is a theory. But we'll find out. We'll endeavor. I think if the title of our live stream is a little too risque for YouTube, they won't send out push notifications and things. Who knows? Anyways, though, let's just leave it. We got CB Punisher, 1900. Welcome, CB Punisher. Good to see you again, man. Happy Friday. You absolutely get it. We'll dedicate this first bag to you, Mr. Punisher. Let's get ourselves started. Our first of 7 units. So, in terms of tonight, we're going to keep it a little bit more low-key. We're still going to do plenty of weed. We're going to all increase the weed usage, go up those 7 units. But in terms of the bullshit factor, just the rambling on, probably a little bit less. I got to save the voice for tomorrow because we're going to be streaming for a long time. I'm going to be doing a lot of bullshit rambling. So we're going to play more. We're going to do more Splatoon this evening.
Nixie's here.
Play some Splatoon, carry us, hopefully. So it'll be a little bit less intense, a little bit less chaotic, which that might be a good thing. It's a more direct
kind of chaos.
Our producer has pulled up a handy. Oh, we forgot to dedicate our first. We did dedicate it to CB.
Yeah.
We forgot to run the first gift.
You haven't done it yet.
And I haven't explained the concept. So every night on our days of haze, we run the gifts. Each bag we do has a gift associated with it. We've seen Dewey so many times. We've seen him 3 times the first day, 4 times the second, so on and so forth. So here's Dewey's first appearance of
6
the evening,
times yesterday.
and this is his first of 7 appearances today. So, CB Punisher, thank you for hanging out. This bag is for you.
Dewey thinks he kind of wants it.
Nixie says, I can always call with y'all if you need it too. Yes, Nixie, I would love to do it. I actually tried to get my Discord call set up today, just right before we started streaming, but I could not make the integration work. I assume I just have to like resend some kind of token between the two services, and it'll work. I should hopefully have it. Whoa, watch your tail, buddy.
Uh-oh. Dog.
So I hope I'll have that part fixed for tomorrow, and we can call in. We can play some voice chat if we do Splatoon then. But I will definitely try to have our Discord integration set up. But that reminds me, let's go ahead and share that Discord link if anybody wants to. We've restarted our Discord server. There's some modestly cool stuff in there, and of course, tomorrow I hope we can set up our voice server. Anybody wants to call in, we love it. It was great. We had a lot of fun with it last year. Give me 1 second, and I will find our invite here. Nope. It's here somewhere. There it is.
See, what about your sticky note?
It changes. You have to keep
refreshing it.
correct.
Right.
All right, so I'm not going to nurse this bag. I'm going to get right through it. Because we don't have time this evening for lollygagging. We don't have time for fucking about. We got time for doing the weed and playing some Splatoon. So, producer, are you ready to get right to it?
I'm ready to Splatoon.
I will keep you guys.
You gotta.
Yes.
You gotta keep on.
I will be playing some
do that
Splatoon myself. Don't worry. I'll be joining in on the fun here and there. But I got to get through my weed for a little bit, get our priorities moving, get the show on the right track, and then I'll hop in. So we're going to switch over to Splatoon. Producer's going to be on the
seats.
It's up to you.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Here's your sticks.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Did you swap us over here?
No, thanks. Let's see. Here we go. Switch to this one. There we are.
Not at all, Nixie. Anybody could join us at any time. Nixie asked for boyfriend, their boyfriends. So sorry, could join, and anybody is welcome to join. You don't even have to like weed.
Or the call too. I just think you don't have the call set up until tomorrow.
Right.
Fingers crossed, actually.
I should be able to make that happen. Anybody can also join our Splatoon. No.
Boy.
No. You're being assholes right now. What else is new? I think I saw that Team Bunny.
In terms of
no, go.
Yeah, just how many people enrolled.
Yeah.
I love some Flatfest.
Our producer, as I mentioned, I think I got distracted. Set up a nice clock.
Oh,
I'm here.
See, it's here on our voice channel. I just don't have it set up through our on our streaming software yet. So we can totally hear
we
you.
can talk to you.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Welcome, Dixie. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Are you guys gonna do? Oh, right, it is Splatfest.
Yeah, should we Splatfest? What's the price? Oh, is it not even open yet?
Should be. Tricolor is a different thing. It's open on the second day. Like on Saturday.
It's sort of the, well, it's great.
We didn't go to.
That we didn't go to. We said that we were going to go to, and then we didn't go to. But like Friday's the sort of like trial races and exhibition races.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we want to see the real athletes. Yeah, we don't need to waste our time with exhibitions. Oh, Grand Prix, missed it. Victor here is creating a room.
It's like been a hot minute since I've been like I said on my sweats.
That's okay.
About that too.
Oh, you're locked in.
Well, at least they're all full up.
You guys could probably do like a round or two without me, because like I said, it's gonna take me a bit to set it up.
We're going to start, producer.
Yeah.
Arcane, welcome, Arcane. Things are going great, man. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Our producer's about to start some Splatoon here.
Let's see. I need to get out of this section.
And I'm here. Do I need to update my Splatoon? Please don't tell me you update it.
You might have to listen to those lovely squid ladies.
Oh yeah, I know that. But I was just hoping I didn't actually have to update it. Because sometimes for Splash I still want me to update it for some reason.
Just to get the momentum going.
Beautiful.
Just to not.
No, I'm seeing America already winning. Jeez. All
right. Well, here's a good teaser for everybody as well. If you guys help me remember, so it is contingent on audience participation. But if you guys help me remember, I think a pretty good story for you. Very Curb Your Enthusiasm style. Real sticking one's foot in one's mouth experience. But I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit higher because it does involve in some self-humiliation, revealing of poor character qualities. So I need to disconnect it already.
Maybe that's the perfect length. Check out.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
I am now.
I can pause it till you get through that one.
Thank you. Arcane says they're having a wonderful Friday and they're nice and stoned. Arcane, glad to hear it. Give me a big 420 plans for your upcoming Saturday for tomorrow, Arcane. Anything special? I ran out to the dispensary earlier, picked up some new things, some supplies for tomorrow. So I think I'm ready to go. I think it is now up online, the teaser. There will be a random review out tomorrow. You guys convinced me. A lot of people asking for a review. I can't promise there's going to be anything more, but my producer and I went out earlier this week and shot a review that will be right before our live stream tomorrow. I think it's at like 4:45 tomorrow, something like that. Pacific time is our review, and then the 420 festivities will begin.
Have you seen like the lobbies yet? I love. Nah, because for Splatfest, they have like the spring stuff going on.
Turn your
really cool.
Volume down.
It has to be done to the TV, unfortunately.
The actual physical.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's a flaw. It's a weakness in the setup here. I reckon.
I see. We'll leave it alone.
Why do monitors stuck so badly?
Why can't the computer? Why can't you?
It does have an auto swap over. Oh, why can't your computer
Control
access
your monitor?
Your monitor settings?
Right.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Like, you can do that to many other devices, right?
But
Yeah, right now
those things
I'm
are.
just in the lobby looking at some stuff real quick.
You want to?
Okay. I'll try again. I thought maybe I just it wasn't so loud.
It's just this.
Hmm?
Oh.
Just go to the home screen if you want to mute it.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so smart.
Which means you are correct that I'm not doing my weed fasting.
Dumber. Already at this point.
Whoa. I'm just looking around at the lobbies. Like Perla Marie. This is so cool.
Arcane, answering the question about their 420 plans sounds real dope. Arcane says they're going to a Ren fair tomorrow, and it will be sure it will be crazy on 420. I assume now, Arcane, is this a Ren fair that happens super frequently, or did it seem like it was chosen purposefully for its timing with the date of 420? I've got to imagine that the Ren Fair community and the Stoner community are.
There's some overlap.
Yeah, I would think there's got to be a substantial amount of overlap.
So there's one in Irwin.
Like I said, I'm in the lobby now.
They're here.
I can't use my shirt. Oh well.
Hey.
Oh yikes! This is gonna. Oh boy.
Arcade says it normally happens in May, so it was planned likely for a overlap on 420. That's awesome. I bet a big old turkey leg tastes even better while high off your gourd. I bet it's the only way a joust is actually probably interesting, is if you're pretty high.
Ah, yeah. Nixie, is there anybody else?
I don't think anyone else is doing them.
And,
my boyfriend was going to, but then he's apparently he's going somewhere else.
Ren Fair, the smell of weed, I would assume, would be kind of actually like a deodorizer too.
Oh, covers up all the worst smells.
Have you seen the ink, by the way? Is that like this confetti stuff in it?
Have we seen what, Nixie?
Have you seen the ink? It has this confetti in it.
I have not. No, is it out in the big old lobby?
Yeah, if you just use your gun, you can see the ink. It's just sprinkles.
All right, focusing. For real.
Great. Right?
Oh, it's super bad.
How much more bunnies are there than the other ones?
It wasn't much of a choice.
Yeah. What, we're gonna go with bears?
Well, we do live in California.
I'm very in the middle area.
Flag people. We're like, California's flag is stupid because it's an image with something instead of a easy to recognize from a distance symbol and primary colors. Sexuologists, if you're out there, nobody likes it. Trying.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I
cool.
tried to get out of the name.
What did that mean about fist bangs? Please go. Hard to Chris. Oh, we got Kanyar here. Welcome back, man. So there's a rumor that Stoner Jesus has resurrected. We're going out there, in what is the era where Jesus died? The Rock. Jesus. Where Jesus was buried. He's cool. Where's Jesus? He's cool.
He's crucified in Gethsemane.
Gethsemane! Holy shit, I was about to really embarrass myself.
Something else.
Born in Bethlehem.
I have not played this in a while, so I'm gonna be
I'm a very bad team member. I've not used my special, and I have not thrown my whiz bangs.
What are whiz-bangs?
I don't.
maybe I think like 2 months ago, it's like a bomb thing. It's pretty nice, actually.
I promise you, we are not ignoring you. I am so sorry. It is just my sound mix. I have it really bad, so we can only kind of hear you occasionally. It's totally my
Here, let me try that real quick.
That is what we will have to do.
Is it possible right now, or only for the future?
You can have headphones.
Hold on.
You can communicate.
I could have headphones.
Yes.
With a wire to there?
With a wire to here.
With a wire to there. That looks like a far distance.
6 pixels now?
It sounds a little better. A little better. But it'll be always kind of an issue, unfortunately, just because of it's like coming through my speakers. Again, poorly thought out on my part. I mean,
No, you're fine. Because also it could be my mic too, because I'm on a phone, so.
we'd have to
No.
change some inputs around, unfortunately. Which, at this point, it's like the more you do, the more likely I am to break something that is currently working.
Oh boy, we like that it's currently working. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
It's okay. It's 420 Eve. We're expecting some technical difficulties. Let's get our second bag going, and I'm gonna get this second bag going for Arcane, which I don't think we've had one dedicated to him yet. I don't believe so. Let's.
Right now I'm just opening all my conch shells.
Oh yeah, it is.
Can
Can you hear it?
But I hear everything, so it's just the sound mix in my ears.
Yes.
Right.
But you can hear yourself. You're actually doing what professionals do. You're monitoring your mic.
That is what the professionals do.
You know, if it could be terrible. It could be like a quarter-second delay that would fry your brain.
It's
Wait, do you guys like hear
Yeah.
uh
There shouldn't be any delay.
No, there's no delay.
That's why there is the jack inside the microphone, is because it is synchronous.
It's like I can hear our all the motors of things.
Now, I think what you are hearing is the raw audio. You are not hearing
because the computer does the correcting.
Yeah, nobody else needs to know these cool technical
No,
details. But you are hearing the raw audio, whatever that term is, reflected back at you. All of our fancy software that is filtering all that stuff out happens post-processing.
Right.
So you get to hear all the crazy stuff in the background, all the verbals.
I don't hear anything.
It should just be the producer who's hearing the terrible mix.
Uh, pardon? It was
I did not make it to go over there.
Art question. Arcane says, "Why do you Fallout show at all?" And he goes on to say it's an absolutely amazing show, 10 out of 10 on all of the details. And Arcane, just a quick setup before I answer the question. How wonderful is this? How great is this? I will first eat a bit of crow. So, yeah. Totally wrong with this one. My guess was, I really thought the show was going to be bad. I
just murdered like 2 innocent people.
yeah, right?
I just didn't have any faith. I like Westworld. It's the Westworld people, Jonathan Nolan, Lisa, I can't remember her name, but Westworld was good. I enjoyed it. So I don't know why I had little faith. So I was totally wrong. Sorry, Fallout. But I do love Fallout. I'm a big Fallout guy. I of course am a console peasant, so I didn't play 1 or 2, but played the shit out of 3 at New Vegas and 4. Love them. Currently, right now, playing Fallout 4 VR again. There is an actual, really not great Bethesda made port of Fallout on PC, Fallout 4, and it's awesome. Well, it's awesome because it's in VR. It's not an awesome port by any stretch. The subpar VR is great. So I am also fully 100% in Fallout Fever. I think I've seen that Fallout 4 is like,
Oh, good aim, dude.
maybe closer, is like,
Sir.
is the highest it's been in player count since like week of release. Everybody is into Fallout. How cool is that? Love it a lot. But I have not watched the show yet. Not because I'm not interested or don't want to. Just haven't done it. I will do it very, very soon. Hopefully this week. I think it's about to be over too, right? Its first season is at an end. Of course, that second season already confirmed. Man, we really, it took a long time, and it took, a lot of false starts and egg on people's faces, but after really almost 20 years of trying, we are now fully in the world of video games as transmedia powerhouses. And not just the one-offs like a Pokemon or whatever that has, but, everything can be potentially a hit prestige cable show. And it's wonderful. It's great. It will, who knows how long it'll last. And it's also kind of like, it's the perfect time for video game adaptations to start being good, as the public's interest in exploiting comic book intellectual property is finally seeming to start to wane. So we need some new pools of IP to consume from. Thank you, producer. Going to hit our...
Katie asked how many units. This is your number 2, right?
Yes, Katie.
You didn't play these, did you?
No, thank you.
So, number 2.
The dolphin.
The dolphin slide in. Great. I gotta switch back over.
You're good. That's good. Just like you wanted to play a game or two to, warm up, and you wanted a producer two for, a couple of minutes. Oh, boy, you're on fire. Fallout, and I wonder what is next to pop off as a
Any predictions?
I think, and now especially after seeing Fallout doing so well, and knowing how much money Amazon is willing to spend on these things, I'm pretty sure Amazon has the rights to. And this one was much easier to imagine how it would be great right off the bat than Fallout. This is, in some ways, really just as easy, other than a budgetary thing, as The Last of Us to see being something people would be super excited for. And that is God of War. I think Amazon has the rights to it. They bought it like 2 years ago, maybe now. Maybe a year. I think, and especially with the requel, the God of War 2018 requel, I think that there is a real potential it could be a huge deal. Great question, producer.
But Amazon's already answered that question with the Lord of the Rings TV show. That they could handle scale.
And the very first God of War game, PlayStation 2 line, has one of the most notorious opening boss fights, which is a Hydra, which I think was already in the Amazon store. So it's a number one correspondence there. If you can do if a network can do a Hydra, it's they can do it.
I think got
Where is season 2 of that?
out like 2 years away or something.
I mean, boy, it's a property that was the Netflix, the Amazon, Lord of the Rings TV show.
Yeah, we pretty much won.
I got worried when he just stamped right over me.
I will join you guys next time when I get through this unit.
You gotta get with it.
Oh, I got all gold too. That was sick. I did not suspect to do that much.
Okay, alright.
13
So
kills.
next, maybe
It's like Tennessee.
aim for next game, right?
Yeah.
Because I forgot to time you on this one.
Worked out in my favor.
Yeah,
I
it
took
did.
advantage of that.
Yeah, that's a lot to do in 3 minutes.
I believe in myself.
Maybe you'll get an extra 30 seconds.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
surprised that I got 13 kills.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh my gosh, I'm so distractible. Wow, 13 kills. And, I mean, that's with 6.
I did not
that's
suspect to
fun.
get that much.
That is awesome. they had, oh, their worst guy was kind of bad.
I won't even, because we focus on this,
Yeah.
I can't be looking at what's going on with you. Stop distracting me.
The one thing you could do is, like, commit by go ahead and getting into the room.
Yeah, but if he joins, it'll make a possibility where you'll join the opposite team. But I don't remember. Oh, wait, no, it's Splatfest. Never mind, that won't happen.
Well, of course, we're so...
Oh my god.
Splatfest rules.
Yeah, I think he
That-
should be fine if he joins.
Oh,
That was an easy wipeout.
Our next bag will be in your honor for the reminder of what we were in. So this is our second bag now. Finish our second unit. Excuse me.
Bag and second unit, both.
Qualifies for both. Will be opening our next for you. Agenda.
They're up on the little ledge there. And now they're coming into the main area.
Dixie wiped.
Huh?
I assume you wiped them out. I was dying while that happened.
I wiped them out. Damn, we're about to get another wipeout. Maybe? Maybe? No. It wouldn't be possible now.
Because you're already in a match.
It could be because it's splat. Yeah, once.
Those are very pleasing colors.
Yes, our Easter pastels.
Even though Easter is long since past.
Yes. It's
Well,
spring.
it's spring, not really Easter.
Yes, that's right. Okay, well, let's see. We can start with a different room.
Maybe that will work. Sorry, everybody. I'm getting ready to join. I'm struggling.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Let you down. Only 3. That's probably my average. Is that name ever farted? Eve? Oh, Eve farted. I love that name.
Beautiful. I think I can. Let me
I
refresh.
think you can do this. Let's see. I have not made the room yet. It's now creating.
Alright, I'll come in a second. I'm trying
I think I gotcha.
Because I'm trying out something new.
Barton Ferg. Let's do this.
Alright.
I'm never trying on anything new.
Oh, I love just sticking with the same stuff.
Oh, by the way, of course, since we were on the Pokemon topic earlier, on command, I can do an impression of Pikachu like whenever I want.
Amazing. Impression of Pikachu whenever. Let's hear one. I can only kind of hear it, but I feel like
Whoa.
that is a spot on Pikachu. It's like having the little guy right here. I hope those in chat could hear it. Could we get one more in a variation? I don't know if you got like the Pika Pikas or you know. Holy shit.
That's amazing.
How do we know we're not hearing a soundboard right now?
I guess
I believe you, but you could be.
it's too realistic.
I can go from this and like I can just talk like this if I wanted to for like a couple of hours. It's not that hard. And then I can do.
It's convincing.
But also, I don't want to think of Pikachu as having like a real voice, though.
Oh yeah, like saying sentences.
Yeah,
The sentences should only be Pika Pika.
it's Meowth's job.
Pika, pika, pika.
The cat was the one who could speak in the cartoon.
Oh yeah, from Team Rocket.
Yeah. My glasses aren't working. That's okay. I'll just play.
Oh no.
I'll play.
No, yeah, you can't be that guy. RC Cola.
Oh.
All right, guys, we got this. I'm zoned in.
What are these bubbles?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bubbles.
Producer,
I couldn't hear before. What do we do with those little bomb things we have?
Press A to shoot them.
Press A.
And they like.
They're like a mini bomb that you don't need to use ink for. They're really nice, actually.
It's also like a you get some start and then, but if you kill somebody, you get theirs.
Okay. There's a little like delay.
It's like a slam blitz, except it's bomb. Because you can take the opponent's slam blitz, like a little slam kill.
Nice, producer.
Is that you, the other one?
Yeah.
I am not doing well at all. Because pretty much they have everything that can counter me. Escaping. There we go. I'm loyal. He's dead.
These guys aren't bad, dude.
That guy just rolled right in. That was his problem. I almost fell off the edge.
Ben.
Got him.
By death now.
I ran out of ink, and I survived. Oh, I can tell that guy was still panicked. Ah, I was holding down the fort so good. Wow.
Brutal.
I might have to take a different weapon. I don't know. The Platana might not be the greatest for this. Oh no, we won. Okay, we're good.
That was nasty.
Yeah, we won.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna. Oh wait, what?
Yeah, we won.
Yeah, you were in their base. You were in their base. They seeded their base to fight and die in the middle.
Well, I guess I was out there just kind of having my own little adventure. It was nice.
Yeah,
they weren't messing with me or anything.
No, and I was able to. I teleported to you at the end.
Oh, so sweet.
And I didn't even die. Usually, when you teleport at the end, you die.
Well, I'll do one more, and then I've got to do a unit. Desperately.
Yeah.
I desperately got to do some unit doing.
I put the timer back on.
Thank
you, bro.
Pardon me for 1 second. I'm gonna go grab.
And I got, let's see, I got 11 kills that time.
11 kills, man. Your average is like, or your at least
10.
like 11 is like your minimum.
Yeah.
That's base.
I mean, I use Splatana. I think I rank like A-, so I'm pretty good with this Splatana.
Great weapon. I wish I could tolerate.
It's a pretty easy weapon to learn. It's just all about mainly just spamming it and just swinging a lot.
I like when I take it and test it out.
Too. Which the hammers is really good. And then the torpedo with the bomb is also really, really nice.
Oh yeah, torpedoes. I do like those, but
From Nixie.
Hmm?
it's got it.
Make sure we're temped up, ready to go.
Tickle.
We got a ball tickle? Aw,
Ultra game. That's our
what a great name. Nintendo's so permissive with these names.
No, they put a 1 in the tickle.
That does seem like an impossible thing to account for, to account for.
Every
It's real hard to write a program that's like substitute ones for eyes.
yeah. Yeah, how could they have known?
Alright, I cleared out most of them.
See? No.
Oh.
I just wanted to give us some support.
Try soup.
Yeah, I love the music for Splatfest too. It's like my favorite.
But coming back to Splatoon, like in it's like January.
Something like that.
Did make it to that first Splatfest, first for us, and
My first Splatfest was actually in the demo. Because they had
Right.
a demo before the Splatfest Splatoon actually came out.
Care to share how many hours your playtime is for Splatoon 3?
I think like 500 hours? I gotta check.
Efficient use of your 500 hours. I'm not quite there, but I can tell you when I hit 500 hours played, I don't think.
would be near as good.
Yeah.
I gotta double check that because I didn't really remember too well.
Close.
Well, I just went out and did something stupid, so.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
too.
I think the reason though, because this team is very pushy, like they're very aggressive. I don't think we won, but there is a slim chance.
Fingers crossed.
Oh,
All right, I've got
No.
to stop for some units. Unit number 3, this one's going to be for Katie. I'm joining you guys, hopefully again in a bit, but it's going to be...
Oh no, I have 485 hours currently. I'm almost at a 500 mark.
Wow, okay. I mean, I have seen, playtimes 10x at that out there. And maybe only half your skill.
yeah. Yeah, the time, definitely not.
I love the...
And it also doesn't help too that I pretty much played since Splatoon 1, which that was on the Wii U by the way.
Which just lost its online capabilities.
Yeah, I saw
Yep. Which on Splatoon 1, before Splatoon 2 came out, I had over 1,000 hours.
in the original.
And then Splatoon 2, because I sadly lost my copy mid-game, I think I only got maybe 300 hours. I wasn't that far in it. And then currently right now I have 485 for Splatoon 3. So
On the
play a
Switch,
lot.
I love the activity feed. Nintendo doesn't keep a lot of interesting stats on people, at least not ones that they make public or share with you.
Yeah.
But they do have a very easy to look at. It's like right in your face if you ever accept somebody's friend request on Switch. If you look at their profile, it just has a super quick list of all of their games and how much playtime they have. And I find so often that people have a insane amount of playtime on their Switch software. Like,
Oh yeah, like on Animal Crossing? Oh god, how much do I have on that? Now I'm curious. Wait a minute.
I've seen some obscene Animal Crossings. I've seen 1,000 hours of Mario Kart before, and it's like I love Mario Kart. I can play a lot of Mario Kart, but that's what or it's like how many days of Mario Kart is 1,000 hours? It's pretty easy math. Because there are lots of days of Mario Kart
24 hours.
is one day.
Let's say it's 1,200 hours. Let's just say it's
To
1,200
make the math
hours.
easier for us.
So is that going to be 50 days?
That seems right. I mean, I guess a lot of that you might see people just retaining it, keeping it on. I think because the Switch is like a younger audience, they have less other things to
Do
software.
with their TV?
Yeah. So maybe that's it, but I don't think you see those crazy high play times on other consoles as much. But I guess if you look at something like Call of Duty, or that's probably not so true.
It would be among so many different games, right?
Yes, that is a great point. But I did just hear this amazing, incredible statistic about this very topic. This is from some, I guess, marketing research group that tracks people's video game usage. And according to their survey from last year and their automatically collected data, that in 2023, so last calendar year, 60% of the time played of video games, of all video games being played on consoles, this is not mobile. So this is specifically on consoles.
Okay.
Or on gaming PCs. So, not mobile. That would change things dramatically, but this is on a PC or on a console. And what they found, 60% of the time played, so not the games purchased, but the hours played, was spent on software that was 6 years or older. Meaning that the 60% of the software being played came out in the year 2020 or 2017 or earlier. So it's all things like Counter-Strike or Fortnite or Grand Theft Auto 5. The games being played on all of these consoles are not new harnesses. Even things like Splatoon, it's just the same juggernaut games that we've always had, and people are spending all of their time.
Yeah.
I think I saw
Still
to be a new thing and to break in this same survey.
I'm thinking about some of them.
Also, it does have a crowding out effect. Like, it's harder to break into that market because so many people are already playing these things, which they benefit from network effects. The bigger you are, the more popular you are, the more likely people are going to play you because their friends are already playing you. And
Right.
you want to play something your friends are already playing. So there are absolutely these networking effect things too.
Ooh, I don't know.
We were
Only
close.
We could have gotten that if we build them base.
only 8% of time played, so not things sold. Only 8% of time games played last year, which includes massive games like Zelda and Baldur's Gate,
Okay.
Starfield. Only 8% of the time spent playing video games last year was spent playing games that came out in 2023. Which is kind of nuts. It just shows you how popular.
Well, okay, here's what percent of all time that people spend watching movies? What percent in a year for last year, for 2023, what percent of the time was spent watching movies from 2023 versus movies from the preceding 6 years?
That is an excellent question, and the answer is
Like,
not many. It is so hard, even in the term other media, to break through, and it is the network effect.
Yeah.
What is the most popular TV show of all time? What is the show that was most streamed last year?
Suits, and it's
A-
like 10 years old.
Some crazy, dumb cable show from the mid-teens. Suits. A Suits. Some random... I guess it has... Meghan Markle is maybe part of the reason it's famous. A thing I didn't really know anything about is now the most popular TV show likely of all time, thanks to its coming to Netflix. It blew everything out of the water last year in terms of minutes watched. A show I think that had its last year in 2018, 2019, something like that. So it's been off the air forever.
Pre-pandemic.
Nobody really thought about for the longest time and has now just exploded. And there's
And
no...
you can currently advertising for T-Mobile, they're just everywhere. Even though it's a show that it's not.
It's so hard to make a new anything and have it be a huge, thing that catches on with people because you're competing with things like a dumb
Dopey.
network or cable dopey, dramedy? I have no idea.
Liars.
There's a massive difference in the amount of things being discussed and the things being consumed.
I wonder, okay, here's my. To interrupt myself, Harding sort of punches a hole in this argument. But this is just people who are consuming these things legally. I guess when these minutes are counted, they're generally for the legal consumption of these media pieces. Who consume the older things.
Well, that's not true in video games at all. That is...
Games. I know that the new games are still full price because
So, the little basic I just said, the 60% of all time played is on games that are 6 years or older.
yeah.
I think all but one of those, and that one has been at times given away, are free to play. There is no barrier to entry. So it's just like it doesn't. There is no cost whatsoever. You're not
Right.
like, and that is another barrier though for anything new in this space. It's okay.
I got
The-
old.
Got a 3. Nice.
And I only got 7 kills. Oh well.
Below the average. Okay.
Okay, I got to get through this.
Yeah, you
Producer, I might have to
Really?
have you help me in a little bit. Really bear with me and get through this. If you want to take a Splatoon break at some point in the future,
Okay.
I'll get through this one.
Okay.
Do you want to play a couple more and then
Yeah.
we'll work together, get us really through the next, just power through those next.
Maybe a volcano bag is a difficult thing to power through.
Oh, it certainly is. But it's also 420E. Cool. Good luck, guys. You got this up. I wasn't paying attention at all, but I'm so relieved to see that you won.
Yeah, we won.
Nice. Oh, we forgot to do the gift run.
See.
We'll do it. I'll take care of it. I've got our gift run. Sorry, KDB. This one was for you, but I
Do it
forgot to
right
run
now.
the gifts.
Oh, we got a 10x battle. We gotta do good.
I got it, dog. You got the flippin'
Kyle.
Mooney. Thank you, Katie. Sorry for the neglecting Al Mooney's wonderful visage. You're so,
Some extra time.
that was, man, you are really running the boards like 3 or 4 different things there. Just that's right down too.
I gotta hit fire for the ball.
That makes sense. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm in the base right now.
Not for them. I'm gonna bad teammate and just clean it up.
That's a helpful, useful part of the thing, dog.
We don't even
Unless
need
it's
to.
close and they need to have the middle because it's
Yeah.
a vicious fight.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's that.
I'm still over here, too. I pretty much stayed here like the entire damn game.
Do it for the bunnies.
I don't even feel bad either. I'm just bullying these guys. I've just been
Love all
entertained
things are possible. Wow, this looks real bad. There was just like nothing there to do.
I'll do my best.
heck?
Oh, that was a 10xer. What is a 10? Explain to the folks what a 10xer.
10x is when you get like multiple the rewards and also get into the harder weeks of Slapfest.
I think, and then oh yeah, like there are medals for if you win like a certain number of 10x battles.
Beautiful. Incredible. Thank you guys.
Look, I got festival shell.
A festival shell.
I did.
If you get all the festival shells, you get a badge for it that you can put.
Some better shells, better badges.
Almost on our 4th bag. After this one, I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need a coach. I'm gonna need somebody who's gonna be here to be a little. I've got this one. You've got
this one.
And I've got my buddy Camiar out there. And again, I apologize if I am saying it incorrectly. I hope not. Thanks for being here, man. I hope you're still out here hanging out with us on this 420 Eve. Thank you, producer. Moving our chat around, making it easier to read. A 4th bag and a last one.
These bears are on the
Hey,
street. Freaky bears.
I'm gonna mute this first. While this. Unmuted.
Unmuted. We're back. And we're back. And we can hold more fizz bangs.
Yeah, they're going to the area.
It would be really nice to break their streak. Oh, he's gonna get me. Yeah. I don't know. Blue kid. Oh.
Damn.
Oh, it was looking pretty good.
You're being nice about it.
These guys are like really coordinated.
I didn't see. Wow, good. That's good on them.
I'm barged into the middle.
Push?
Yeah, I pushed in the middle.
Oh my god.
You guys got this.
Got my special. That's dumb that I did that. Teammate, I'm sorry, I totally messed up on the torpedo.
Too good.
Distracted him for a minute.
That's my fucking spawn.
At least I got these bombs. I could. Oh my gosh. Well,
it might be even.
wow. Really, really skillful. Oh, maybe. No.
We won.
Yes. What?
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Nicely done.
Won the middle, won the whole turf. That is amazing. They are so pissed.
They
Congratulations.
have to be because they lost their
To
streak.
be so pissed. Look at my 3 silvers, no kills, but you know, I brought enough support. Enough support.
Yeah,
You took him over the finish line.
Oh,
Pick your metaphor, whatever it is.
We got it.
The
The metaphor.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, are you going for another?
Oh, were you ready?
I could use some help.
Help.
I didn't know.
Just stand focused.
Right now I'm just checking on stuff anyway, so you're good. But I'm going to the little city part and checking on some stuff, so you're good.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, I'm.
Looks like you
Yeah, I'm in this one. There was briefly a cancel option, but now they really got me in there.
Nixie, thank you so much for playing and doing so well for the bunnies.
Carrying that bunny pride.
Look at those adorable little
I'm
critters.
still gonna be around.
Oh, thanks. Oh, again, thanks for hanging out with us. And continuing to. Boy, those are really
Stay here.
nice.
They did, yeah. They've made them the most cute little baby critters.
Indeed.
Sweet rabbit bunny on my bunny team.
Yeah, I'm just checking everything right now, real quick. Do I want that? That's fucking.
Well, let's see how you'll do without Nixie out here.
Bunnies. Team.
See how well you do without me.
Oh, I want to get you. That was an assist.
I will have this fourth unit done by the time you are finished with this round.
Do you want to, you just did this. Right?
Yes. We will do it after. We could hold more fizz bangs. Are you getting better with it?
Yes.
You taking some folks down with the fizz bangs?
I think I've done like one. Oh wow. Why can't I aim or steer or swim? That peak is so neon against that green.
Oh, you're doing a mirror battle already.
Nice. Surviving.
Ah! Jaw. That
You. Well, that might not be any better. Because Nintendo's filters are so permissive, and it's clear that they I've seen some examples of people alteration having some shockingly repulsive names. So I do fear
reading out something.
reading out a name that smart person. I am easily deceived, and
Right. Or just your mouth could be, running a few seconds ahead of your brain.
exactly. That's kind of I wish it moved at that pace. Yeah, a day later before I realized. But I do always have that fear in the back of my mind when reading a Splatoon name and just trying to sound it out that I've said something just truly repugnant.
They scoozed us. That's confusing.
It was a valiant effort, though. We didn't have Nixie there to rally the team. Get there at least 12 splats. But you did your best.
It's okay.
You can be winners.
I'm just glad that we won like a 10x battle though. That was surprising.
Are you joining me?
No. The opposite. I need you to join me. I need your help out here to keep us going. We've got 3 more whole things to get through, and not a lot of time to do it. I'm failing spectacularly.
Back to chat.
Yes.
So, you're into your 4th bag.
Yeah.
Which we didn't. So,
Dewey.
Dewey wants it. Do some for Dewey.
Done for Dewey.
Okay.
Do it for the dolphin.
Slide on in with the dolphin.
Beautiful. Got it. Do it for Mooney.
Let's just hang out with Mooney a little while longer. He got shortchanged last time.
How you doing?
Yeah, like I
Great.
said, have you guys seen like the Splatfest lobby?
I've not seen the lobby yet.
Like in the city, yeah, because it's really pretty.
I love just walking around the Splatoon city, but Weeats always gets a little impatient when I'm just like, I love the drawings that people do on the Nintendo. However, I don't understand how they get chosen to be the ones that have drawings displayed there, but I love looking at them.
It's actually through Twitter.
That's right. I look. Okay.
It's all random.
It's still through X.com.
Yeah.
There's like voting on Twitter.
Wow. I would have thought the communities between those games would have really been incompatible.
Yeah.
Hopefully there are no. Anyways, you have to use Twitter to make the fun little pictures. Oh, thank you for number 4. So we're gonna do number 5. Let's do a mighty capsule here.
Okay.
This is number 5.
You're mighty charged up now. Close enough.
Very close. You can go ahead and hit it.
You're ready.
We gotta get moving with this.
But are you done with number 4?
Well, I'm just taking pictures and
replace the oven here for our final one. So we'll clean them out here too. Work to do. It's okay. I did promise at some point, maybe now's the last real opportunity to do it, and I can just.
Nixie, I'm so sorry. Did you say I really can't hear most of the time. Are you still gonna play later?
Yeah, I'm still gonna be here. That's why I'm like chilling out here, just waiting.
All right. Weeats got to do his thing.
All right. Yeah, I gotta tell you.
And he's got a story.
Well, let's not pump it up too much.
Oh, okay,
it's not that good, but
he doesn't like it that much.
Like I said, I'm just taking pictures in the lobby right now.
Well, have fun with your picture exploring. There's some cool stuff there. You were telling us about all the awesome decorations.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
Maybe our producer will go out and explore the
I
the lobby.
Explore too later.
So yesterday we went and saw, what was the name? Abigail. Name of the movie.
Yes.
Yet another horror movie released this year, and another really great one. Like shockingly, it's been such a great early year for horror movies, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. Just don't judge me too differently from this point forward if you're watching this now or later. So it's, there's this we're watching Curb Your Enthusiasm right now, and I hope this is a feeling many people have, but I don't know, that maybe it's only us narcissists and assholes who just, when they watch Curb, they reflexively think, oh God, how much am I like Larry David? Like, is that a thing that everybody has, or do you really have to share some? Do you have to have some shared misanthropy to like with Larry David to have that feeling of like, uh-oh, some of this seems a little too relatable. So I
Yeah, I don't think I get. I mean,
you never have that feeling of like, uh-oh, am I like Larry?
like I guess.
Well, in a very Larry-like way. Let me
Not
put
to
it this
say
way.
never. Not to say never.
Well, in a very Larry-like way. Let me put
Okay.
it this way. I care more about what you think of me. Have you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm and thought, this Larry guy sure seems like Weeats?
No.
You've never had that thought? Thank God.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, good. Good.
I don't think, but also I want to say no to like for me personally, but then there's like, yeah, there's the little moment where you relate, right? Like that he does something and it's like, oh yeah, I've done something stupid. I've said something stupid. Like, it's not to say it's completely unrelatable, but just in terms of the show, the scale and repetition at which Larry goes to these lengths that he goes to, that is where I feel less like relating, and less like that would be you. So you're gonna start queuing these up
For number 5, and we're just gonna do them even unremarked because we got to get. It's there's a lot to get through still.
We still have number 6 and number 7.
Yeah, we don't have time for pageantry. This is not. So okay, that's great. I was worried. But maybe that is the difference between us. It's not the scale of Larry's responses to the things that he takes umbrage with
Okay.
that I find
Your words.
like the uncanniness.
Okay.
It's the pettiness of the umbrage in the first place. The thing in which he couldn't even find irritating. It's the anything it's the thinnest, most negligible things can be a thing that just lodges in his craw and he can find a way to be irritated by. That is the kind of stuff that pettiness, that shallowness, that like irascibility, that just like that's like you don't there's none of that in you when you see Larry get get upset about something that nobody could even have defined as a thing that one should be offended by.
Right.
Larry
Yeah, his creativity in what he can be annoyed at or take, like you said, take umbrage.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, there's things in there too that it's like, oh, okay, yeah, like sometimes little things in life that I shouldn't let go, but like that one looks familiar.
Okay. So, to you, it's maybe you sometimes have a brief sense of empathy with Larry and this, but never a full blown like yes,
like you said,
identity crisis.
Right.
How bad of a person am I? Okay. Well, that's reassuring. Well, and also terrifying. I can't decide which is worse. Which is also seems kind of Larry-like to me.
Okay. Yeah, and to obsess about this question.
Yes, it. And to do it now in a public venue, theoretically.
When it's like, you don't have to air any of this.
No, I'm doing this to myself. This is self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Why?
So often with David, it's like...
If you were watching this from another side, you'd be like, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Don't do it. Don't do this. But I can't help myself. So, I just can't help myself. All right, so Larry-like.
Last night.
All of this is in my head It's all there, lodged there, because we're watching Curb Your Enthusiasm. So I'm just. This is a long story, and this is just preamble. This is just preamble. I'm so sorry.
Get to the story part. Get to the dog shit.
Yeah, okay. Well, we recently on a stream talked about this awesome service we have here at Long Beach where there's this free shuttle service that operates a couple days during the week. A little Uber for the uber rich, which we are not. We live, that is not us. We just happen to be in this community. Now that I've, really laid that out, we're just very lucky to take advantage of all of the rich people that live very close by. So we have this very cool shuttle service. It's amazing. It's awesome. But there are, because it's such a small, cool, niche little thing that is
just the 4 nights a week and this tiny little few miles community, you get to know the drivers if you use it a lot.
There are only 4 of them at any given time maximally, and you recognize all the cars. So if you use it like the producer and I do as often as we do, you get to know the guys pretty quickly. And they're all great. They're all super awesome, incredible people that you just like talking to and hanging out with. There's one gentleman, though, who has, and speaking of self-inflicted, he's not actually a good driver. He's totaled several of these small little cars that can move maximally 25 miles an hour. And we've seen a couple of road rage incidents involving him while we've been in his vehicle. So there are times where, because there are not that many drivers, you call the service and you just hope that you don't get this guy. Not because he isn't a great and interesting guy. He knows Chuck Norris. He's fought Chuck Norris in karate competitions. Dean Cain has called him a cool guy. He's
Mr. Las Vegas.
He's Mr. Oh yeah, Wayne Newton.
He got to meet Wayne Newton
several times. Who remembered him? Very interesting guy. But just, it's also he's totaled 2 of these things. And it's not an incredibly safe feeling when he's behind the wheel. So sometimes you're like, uh-oh, I hope I don't get this guy. Not because he isn't lovely and we don't love him, but because I do value my life a little bit. And sometimes it feels like maybe it's not perfectly in perfect hands with him there. So, when you call the service, you just kind of cross your fingers sometimes that you don't get this gentleman. Lovely guy. And yesterday, so that is also
additional preamble.
Yesterday we rolled the dice. We're getting kind of late. We're like, can we walk or not? We're like, no, I don't think we can walk. We're going to a movie. Grovel, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Man, Grovel, I was really hoping we'd get a chance to see you before 420 or 420. Sorry about
our audio. You probably can't hear, but Nixie says hi, Grovel, too, because we can hear Nixie right here.
Well, you
at
can
our
hear.
Desk. I can hear Nixie. Weeats less so.
Yes. All right. So sorry. Preamble. Calling the awesome free shuttle service in Long Beach, hoping, crossing our fingers that the driver we get is not the gentleman who is.
I did hear Nixie.
Okay, not a perfect driver. So, the driver pulls up, and
it tells you in the app who the driver is. So I'm like, oh, great, it's somebody else's name. I didn't recognize the name.
Yeah, we thought we knew everybody.
We thought we knew all the drivers, but it's a new name to us.
Okay.
We're like, okay, good. We'll go ride with the new driver.
Now, if the revelation of the pettiness there of my just like, okay, hey man.
I had to talk him into using the service. I was like, it's, come on, it's like a 25% chance. We don't have time to walk. Like, let's just use the service. Let's not drive. Because this is to get us to the movie theater, which is like 2.2 miles away.
All right.
So we could drive there, but it's just like, let's not drive. Let's take the electric free car.
Right. So, if my just like revelation of my pettiness of not wanting to use this because I just, in a very like Larry David like way of being like, oh, this guy, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to blow up this whole thing that I love just because there's a guy who had a statistically appropriate number of automobile accidents over a large enough period of time that it is unconcerning. But because I'm, such a self-obsessed person, and so I don't know what the hypochondriac is for bodily harm for like traffic accidents, but that, I guess. So that's there. If you're still like, all right, I can still tolerate this. I haven't totally lost you. This is the part where I definitely am going to lose your sympathies because there's one more factoid to reveal here, and we have to go back in time a little bit to reveal this part. In the neighborhood we live in, and this is going to sound so petty and dumb, but I have to reiterate, this is traditionally not. It's just a measure of the egregiousness of the violations. There was a gentleman who moved into the neighborhood who has a vehicle, a brand new-ish vehicle, who for months on end would purposefully only park in places that it is strictly forbidden for anybody to park. Not just that, but would park in such a way as to make it impossible to go down certain alleyways or roads, blocking people's driveways, blocking the wheelchair ramps, just being as egregious as possible, and taking advantage of the fact that there is no parking enforcement in Long Beach, at least in this area anymore.
Not for this neighborhood,
Long Beach
really.
Police, has abdicated any sort of responsibility for, not just parking, but traffic violations, anything. It is insane the number of people who drive without license plates, with just flagrantly run lights. Usually I'm not such a crime is, you've got to look at it no, it's traffic is terrible and people are operating so irresponsibly.
Back to the car.
Yes, back to the car. So, the worst offender you could ever possibly imagine. It got so bad. This is going to sound like such a petty and oh, wow, he has to be an obsessive. Never done this before. But after 2 months of this, I just started taking pictures every time I would see him parked at just not a bad one. Not if it was just
And this is just seeing the car, just to help with the storytelling.
Yeah.
This is just seeing.
Never saw the guy. Just saw his
car.
Usually it would be parked at 4 o'clock in the morning, clearly coming home from a bar. Whatever the closest empty non-car area. It doesn't matter if you're allowed to be there or not. He was going to be there.
We generally, there's red paint where, the proper spacing, away from an alley or a sidewalk that you shouldn't park in. So always it's 3/4 of the car is parked in the red.
Yes, and blocking. I cannot describe the level of badness. So after 2 months of this, I finally just take a piece of cardboard and a marker and write on it quit parking like a fuck an effing, and I'm not proud of this, an effing C. I said I wrote that, an effing C. Before somebody does something. And I just left that on his windshield. I found later just that note discarded. And then the next day, his car was right back in the most egregious spot. And so I have a Great Dane dog. They're very large, as you might probably... Scooby-Doo, Marmaduke. As you probably know, and if you've ever seen somebody see a Great Dane, they'll probably ask, how big is that dog's shit? And the answer is, ha ha ha, big dog makes big doo-doo. And big dog does make big doo-doo. Why do I bring this up? Well, somehow, and these things are unrelated. Somehow, I think some Great Dane-sized feces ended up on the guy's windshield. I don't know how. Let's not speculate, but it did happen. I saw him on there. I'm not sure who did it, where they came from, what dog, none of it. It seems, shame on them. Shame on that person, okay. Whoever you are. So that happened. Believe it or not, guy has parked pretty much flawlessly since. Flawlessly. Great. He lives... I'm saying he. I don't actually know that. I don't think I've ever truly seen the person. Now, knowing the kind of vehicle that the person drives, I unfortunately have a sort of stereotype in my mind about the kind of douchebag-like, sort of a personification of Mountain Dew. If you, I think is a
Cheers.
Yeah. But like if you could, like that. It's kind of the guy I would think would drive a brand new one of these. So,
back to the rideshare.
We're in the rideshare. Yesterday, returning to the original story. We're now contemporary. We're in the rideshare. We don't get...
We're talking to this new driver.
We got this new driver. I'm feeling great.
He's just picked us up, like, right outside our home.
I'm feeling jovial. I feel like we're so safe. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Right.
Don't have the bad driver. New driver seems cool. Seems like the human personification of mellow yellow. So, we're talking. He's like, hey, we're neighbors. I live out... Oh, no, wait. Oh, I back up. No, he does. I'm sorry. A little high. He goes, hey, we're neighbors. He's like, I live right out here. He goes, I can't believe we've never seen you, walking around. I was like, oh, yeah. If you ever see somebody walking around with a big giant dog, that's me. I just volunteer that. And I'm like, oh, this guy is cool, neighbor. He lives close by. I love this service. Maybe a new friendship. And then after I say that...
As soon as you say it,
As soon as I say it, it goes... I just go, oh, this guy isn't mellow yellow. This guy might be Mountain Dew. And he is my neighbor. He lives like very close.
Like a block away.
The only thing I really know about the guy, the bad Parker with the doo-dooed windshield.
Is that he lives a block away.
Is that he lives within a block. He seems like the guy who would drive a car just like this. And I basically just volunteered. Didn't I just, hey, I'm a guy who has a beast that might produce feces the size of the ones that somehow ended up on your windshield that I don't know anything about but happen to see there.
I don't know whether it's actually your windshield or not.
Yes.
But suddenly suspecting it.
He then even says I'm over here immediately like, oh shit. And producer she's clearly noticed that I'm like, I was also a little high because I just came off stream.
Yeah.
So When I ever say,
This is immediately after
I
yesterday's
never
stream.
like, I never get paranoid. I'm not sure if I was being totally paranoid, how much of it was weed influenced or not.
I think you were being paranoid.
But you recognize also that it is a possibility.
It's a possibility, but I think you jumped to that conclusion because of where your mindset was.
I agree.
There was nothing else.
So I can sleep at night.
Yes.
So anyways, right after I said, I'm a guy, I can't believe you haven't seen me. If you ever see a guy walking a big dog, that's me. After he says that, after I volunteer that, the next thing he says, he goes, oh, and you know what's so great? He goes, and now I already know your name. Producer.
Yeah, because the app is in my name.
And I just like, oh God, X is over my eyes. And all I can imagine that one point, like in my brain, the whole thing ran through.
Did
you look in the review.
The credits to Curb Your Enthusiasm is playing in his brain.
Yeah, as I like look in the rearview mirror, just stunned at my stupidity. His eyes look in the rearview mirror at the same time, catching my reflection, and it cuts back to me as I'm like gulping or whatever, and then the credits roll. It was a pretty freakish.
That didn't happen. That's the part that's in your brain from being in the state you were after the stream.
And having been watching all of this Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes, having your brain poisoned by Larry David.
Now, Larry, I know Curb's over, but it seems like a pretty good start to an episode. Larry seems like he would. I mean, not that
so Larry loves dogs.
He doesn't have a dog, though.
IRL he does.
Oh, he does?
I think so. I found this picture of him with some, like, surrounded by 2 Australian Shepherds.
I'm so sorry. Oh, beautiful. Aussies. I gotta get our
Did you finish?
6th. Yes.
Yeah, you finished number 5. Perfect.
Let's do number 6 for...
Woo!
Oh, I don't think we've done one for Nixie yet.
Do one for Nixie.
Yeah, of course.
And then maybe
Hell yeah.
we can split again.
Yes. Will you rush this out, and then
Oh, look at that.
I will get us a new capsule ready.
A little bit of maintenance. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, that is my too long, overly elaborate.
That was basically the length of a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
Yeah. A 10th the enjoyment.
All right, we got Dewey.
I flatter myself.
We got Dolphin. Sliding it. Yeah, Mr. Booney.
Beautiful.
Leo holding it in. And now.
Yeah. Plays it. Our final one from yesterday.
Yes.
I really
We'll get to see it one more time.
They're an interesting person, Blaze It. Passing it to themselves from one side over to the other. I could watch that GIF forever. It's perfectly edited.
That is a well-edited GIF.
You're doing this.
About 60% of the time.
That's the what? Of all of the ways you could throw your flag down. So I don't know if you notice. I'm going to say it's to be provocative. It's a little bit
accurate.
Well, no, your 60% ratio of this. It's to be controversial. She's trying to gin up some discussion. She said GIF, and not GIF.
We don't need to do this.
No, it's so boring and rote. But it is. It doesn't matter that the creator. I get it. I get it.
It's fun to say both ways, actually.
You know I'm a hardcore prescriptivist. David Foster Wallace can rot in hell. I love you, DFW. In your eternal state of whatever you believed. You were an atheist. There's no heaven or hell for you, David Foster Wallace, which you were comforted by. Well, I guess not really. You're probably tortured by. The evidence suggests tortured. We're at the DFW.
Could have been tortured by other things.
Oh, he was tortured by a lot of things. The man considered the lobster.
Yeah.
The lowly lobster. It broke his heart. A supposedly fun thing he'll never do again. Let's stop talking about David Foster Wallace.
Grovel remembers one day getting up for work at 6 a.m. and someone had parked a giant U-Haul behind his car, blocking him in.
Is there, Grovel, any more frustrating feeling than somebody being so discourteous, so lacking in consideration? It feels like a personal insult. Like, oh man, I couldn't imagine. How did you resolve it, Grovel? Did you have to call a local tow company, which usually is kind of, I mean, tow companies, boy, what a weird institution thing, but it's because the incentives are so fucked up and gross. Of all the things that it's kind of like easy to do and have done, it's get somebody towed that isn't supposed to be somewhere they belong, because it's just free money
For the tow.
Yeah, they're
For the
usually
tow
excited. Like if you call a tow company, if there's somebody parked blocking something, now you still have the utter irritation and unresolvable, like, you know, that person still just screwed you for the amount of time it takes to get the tow there to get rid of it. And that person still is probably going to be mad at you for their selfishness. But the good thing about the terrible incentives of tow companies is that if they are parked in front of a space that you own, they are all too happy to get there, especially if you do something like, hey, I'm going to call 2 tow companies. The first person that gets here gets the car. Get them racing over each other. They're scumbags. They're going to try to get there. Well, maybe not.
You don't really want a tow truck to be racing.
Yes, great point. Because they will. Because that is usually the kind of people who get into the towing business. It is a business that does not inspire a lot of upstanding citizens, tow truck drivers. It really doesn't. It isn't a thing that courts are finest.
So, Grovel's U-Haul blocker got a ticket.
Just a ticket?
Called the cops. They were trying to figure out how to tow it. I guess a U-Haul makes it a little trickier for the tow, but the neighbor then saw the ruckus and came out and moved it.
Ah, okay.
But still getting a ticket with the cops there, which is great. I'm so glad it wasn't like the cops got there and were like, oh, okay, well, you moved it, so it's okay.
Okay, while we're on the subject of being an asshole and talking about
Oh, the large U-Haul.
parking and things, there was a time, and I'm very not proud of this, where on a very busy thoroughfare in Long Beach, a person was moving into a building that was on a main thoroughfare, and they had a U-Haul, and they parked their U-Haul. The main thoroughfare has, it's like one lane with a center turn lane in the middle.
Yeah, one lane each way. It is a two-way road, a very busy two-way road that is just one lane each and a center turn lane.
Yes. And this person had a U-Haul. And they parked it. They just said, you know what? We're good. We're just going to leave it in the center turn lane. Our place we're moving into is just right across from where we've abandoned our U-Haul. We're just going to say it's good. Yes, it does bleed into the other lanes quite a bit that have to swerve into the bicycle lane or hopefully not hit the parked cars that are right there. But that's okay. They'll forgive us. Otherwise, we have to move around the corner. So anyways.
What did you do?
Well, another thing happened. I'm walking by, and it's a bus route. A bus gets by, sees the parked U-Haul, and cannot get past the U-Haul.
Can't fit.
It can't fit by. And it's just stuck in the lane because the U-Haul is taking up too much space on the side. And there are people actively unloading right now. And now the bus starts honking at the person. And the guy who was the driver.
Yeah, these are movers.
No, it's the people living there. It was it was just a family.
Oh.
Yeah, and the guy who clearly was the person who had been driving just says to the bus, with people in it, wasn't filled, it's Long Beach, go, just wait, no, wait. And then when the bus just lays on the horn, the guy goes, go around. We're stopped. We can't get, we're parked here. We can't go. Go around, public bus. So I, who was walking by with two dogs.
This pedestrian.
I just hop in the open cab to his U-Haul with the keys in it, pull it into drive, and honk his U-Haul and say like, hey man, get in here or I'm going to move it for you. And the guy is like, what the fuck? You can't do that. I'm like, I'm going. And he runs, gets into the cab. I'm like, all right, it's yours. You can take it. And at that point, he does take it, drives around the corner, and the bus goes by. But I did almost, I guess, technically steal a U-Haul.
You threatened.
I did put it into drive. It was like I'll do it, mister.
What were you going to do with the dogs?
They were in the cab.
They jumped in with you.
They were all too happy too. They were like, "Oh, this sounds fun."
They're good about that. Being game for anything.
Yeah, that was it was intense. He was not happy with me. He was really, really not happy with me. But
another good reason you had the dogs with you.
Yeah, he did move it though, so that was fun.
That was
a long story.
Yeah.
About, I don't remember how I got to traffic.
U-Hauls and traffic assholes.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
there's
a very ultimate of the like, oh, you can wait. The like, oh, this bus, and of course, like you said, there's not that many people on the bus, but it's still a bus. It's a public bus. It's got to get to the next bus stop. But their attitude was like, the bus can wait, or like figure out something else. And then there's cars behind the bus that can't get around either because the bus is stuck.
Many of them honking as well.
Yeah. So they were okay with that situation. They were totally okay with that situation of just holding up all of that lane of traffic.
Yes. Yeah, it was stupid, it was foolish, it was reckless. Not proud of it. Shouldn't have done it.
But those guys are fucking assholes, man.
Yeah. Yeah. People are assholes. Like, I think it's the kind of superpower you have of like using your own reckless assholeness against assholes to like get them to stop being assholes.
But often what happens though is that is a perception problem on one end, and the guy, it should have been like discovered once I got in the thing and started to drive it, or threatened to drive it. The guy who got into the U-Haul was legally blind. It wasn't actually the guy who was going to drive it, and immediately drove it into like 6 or 7 parked cars.
Well, that's not what happened.
I wasn't looking. Could have happened.
All right. Let's see. So, are we ready to switch back to the Switch?
Do you guys want to play a little more Splatoon? Yeah.
Check out the
I
lobby,
cannot. I cannot play with you right now. I'm so happy to chill, hang out.
Chill.
You and
hang
Nixie
out,
go out there,
commentate. You can
do it for us. I am ready to commentate like you would not believe.
And beat the shit out of everyone. Yeah.
That is the spirit. What is this number unit we're on?
Well, so we did yesterday's, the Blaze, so
Yes.
that's 6.
So the next one will be 7.
The next one will be 7. You're light at the end of the tunnel.
Of course, our last unit, when we get to it, not yet, will be for our buddy Grovel. When I think of my best buddy from this whole experience, Grovel has been friends with us for a long time. And, I hope we get to hang out with you tomorrow, Grovel, for our 4-hour-long. Boy, at this point,
You also didn't get to say hi to THC Temple.
hello THC Temple, happy Friday night.
Happy and happily.
Yeah.
Happily streaming, and he's...
I'm gonna stop saying self-incriminating things.
Good idea.
Yeah,
Get him out now, so you don't have to do him tomorrow.
great point. What are the really ethically dubious, but things that still seem reasonably like, okay, there might be some justification for this, otherwise borderline disturbing behavior.
Like I said,
So, I need to, like, what else, what other kind of stories straddle that line?
Well, I'm not gonna say.
because the city area is really pretty.
Because there are no more.
There are no more.
They all just fall clearly on.
You should check out the city area. It's beautiful.
Oh, wait, let's see.
Because you have to leave the lobby and you have to go to the city to check out like what's going on.
I'll go to the city.
Grovel suggested playing some Minecraft and that it's great when you are high. Grovel, that is a great suggestion. I do also find things like low stakes survival games, which I normally am not big into the crafting survival type games. I gotta stay in frame. But when you're nice and high, it's relaxing. It's that you can get into that rhythm really easily. It's great to, use with music or a podcast or whatever.
Come on, you know you want some.
Wait, I have never played more than like 10 minutes of Minecraft though. And
Baby chicks.
that's a oh, you're in the artwork.
Yes.
Grovel said that there is a chance they can make it tomorrow as they work a 12-hour shift. Brutal. Well, Grovel, we hope we get a chance to see you tomorrow. If not, we'll be thinking about you. Certainly for some portion of the 4 hours in which we are planning to do things. It does seem now like I'm going to need a lot more caffeine. I'm not normally like a caffeine fiend, but this is like 4 hours. That's a lot of time. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun.
Popping out of an egg.
That is either Sam or Max from the Telltale series, Sam and Max, a point-and-click adventure. There's a VR version, I think.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sure.
That guy, the little rabbit you're looking at, not that one. Go one more to the right. You were just looking at him. There.
Ah,
That's. I can't remember if he's Sam or Max. I think he's Sam. That's Max, I think I just heard Nixie say. My bad. There was actually a great cartoon of it for a while that I watched. It's a beloved adventure game franchise that's been around for a long, long time. It's his Daxter, his Clank, or I guess I should say his Jack, his Ratchet. His counterpart is basically Scruff McGruff, a golden retriever or whatever in a trench coat.
It's
Because I have a whole locker of just random stuff. If you want to go see the locker and the lobbies.
Mario Rabbids, the first one. Surprisingly great game. I love an XCOM type game. That's why we were playing Midnight Suns. I even got you to play the Rabbids game.
yeah.
Which was great. It's like a extremely streamlined, cut down, pared back, but still fun, challenging, interesting XCOM game. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Mario, Rabbids, XCOM, who knows? It doesn't really matter. It was so good. It was so fun, so unexpected. However, there was a sequel that came out like 2019. One of the rare examples, I think, just the rare, crushing, unexpected examples of a sequel being kind of worse than the first one. It just did too much. It wasn't as good. It was added all kinds of complications. It took away. Yeah, it had a whole exploration element. No bueno.
Too much extra.
Yes. Oh, are you guys finally getting into it?
Fair. I can play my conch?
Do your concha.
Ooh, conch. I like that red.
Yeah, I just added the A because I'm not bright. Wait, is it a conch?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Like-
a conch.
But or conch.
But is it pronounced conch?
I think it's conch.
I don't know. You're probably right. Let's just pretend like that didn't happen.
Wait a second.
Why would I have thought that?
Wait.
Dear God.
We won?
What?
We were in the announcement. Fry announced that we won the 10x battle for our team.
Over somebody?
Yeah, but
I'm so sorry if that's the case. I can hear less than ever. But, why would I have thought... Boy, let's just pretend like I didn't even try to pronounce that kind of shell. Also, what, kind of creature comes from the...
sure. Wait.
If you come over here to the lockers, you might be able to find my locker. Because I have a lot of stuff in it. So there's like a locker room there.
You can see we're both right.
We are, it can be... Our producer has gone to the judges in the back. We've got our linguistic expert ready to go at all times.
Merriam-Webster.com.
Our custom linguist, and has said that either are acceptable. No reason to feel embarrassed. It's A-okay. You didn't make a fool of yourself. Or you didn't make an even bigger fool of yourself. It's fine. It's all concha. What kind of creature lives in there? Is it like a... Oh, it's just gonna be a sea snail. It's not like a...
Like I said though, if you look in the if you go to the locker room, you can probably find my locker in here.
It's just any of a variety of large sea mollusks. They're just sea snail shells. Nothing particulars.
Like I said though, if you exit like that screen, if you come to the top of you can find the locker that I have in here.
Can't
And
hear.
there's stuff on it.
I am so sorry. I certainly can't help with that right now. I think Nixie was trying to give you some advice.
Probably.
I have to admit, I'm gonna be really at this right now.
Very loud.
And
What if it's that? Will that work?
fingers crossed.
But like I said, if you come over here, there's a locker room, and you can see like probably my locker over here. I don't know where it is, but you can't open it while we're in the queue. But oh yeah, you can. Never mind. You can see lockers. You should see mine somewhere.
I gotta find Nixie's locker.
Are you guys together?
Yeah.
All right.
I love looking at the lockers. I'm seeing them. Ooh.
Yeah, that's why you can check my locker.
Is it Fuchs or? Oh wait, that. I might be falling into the trap that you were talking.
I'm gonna watch this game, and then I've got to do my 7th and final unit of weed.
What's your method for the final unit?
That's a great question. I was thinking that the most frictionless would be just another night. So that's also a lot of fun. But it's for our buddy Grovel, so let's go out swinging. So let's get that prepared, ready.
Oh, you need this.
Thank you.
Do you? Oh,
Don't worry about me. You've got a team to take care of.
okay. A lot of chaos, and it finally ended in death.
Yeah.
Brutal.
I got it.
It's burning it on him.
They are want to do.
No.
It's okay.
Very close.
They have not filled in their base, which might be their downfall in this.
Yikes. We might lose this one.
But oh no!
All right. After this one, we'll have to hop off again because
Oh, strike.
it's time to do our 7th and final.
7th and final. Oh.
We got to run the gifts. We got to do the capsule.
All right.
And we're going to talk about plans for tomorrow. And then we've got to sign off. Get
Oh,
prepared.
these bears are on a streak.
That does sound mildly ridiculous.
It also, because like I think of the Charmin bears with their toilet paper butts. So then
Yeah.
streaky bears is just it's a good
Man, like I
combo.
said, you can try to find
All right,
my
I'm gonna
locker
hit-
before you leave.
I'm going to hit our camera back here. Switching over.
Nixie got 8. Congrats. Sorry, I didn't.
Ends in the feet.
I didn't get more.
All right.
No.
Let's Nixie, thank you. Sorry for just the single game there. What's it was so fun.
So fun to hang out.
We'll get to some
Yeah.
Splatoon again real soon, I'm sure.
We'll probably get.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be pretty much up like all day right now.
Well, awesome. Enjoy your Splatoon marathon.
Thank you.
Good luck. Hopefully you'll do even better without the two of us, bringing down the level
distracted.
a
We're a little
little bit. We're
distracted.
a little distracted,
We're a little distracted.
but happy to play with you.
Nah, you're good. I mean, I had a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Very good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Stories of traffic infractions and
All right, producer, while this is still going,
risky behavior.
hit us,
This is for Grovel. We're queuing it up.
run down the list here.
We got Dewey.
Got Dewey, number 1.
Dewey kind of wants it.
Dolphin sliding in for number 2. I gotta try to remember Kyle at number 3. These were kind of picked at random, but now it's like, it is a ritual.
It was.
Well, Dewey,
was
as you already called me out, Dewey was definitely an intentional decision.
Yes.
But now it feels right. Leo in 5th feels right. Leo at the end. Leo's always he's always at the end, Well, I don't know how I'm going to try to fit that into the, he only dates young women. There was just, I don't know if there ever was a way, but I was certainly not going to get there.
Don't worry about that one.
Leo, you scumbag. Blaze it. We'll see you tomorrow, Blaze it. It's been nice seeing you twice. But now, we get to,
a new one. Unveiling a new one. He's already laughing.
and,
He's already laughing.
it only gets an appearance twice, today and tomorrow. You only get to see it.
Well, it'll actually be 3 times total. Because it should be twice tomorrow.
Right, yes. It only get to be seen on 2 days, but
Only get to be seen
that's
on
how the
2
math
days.
works,
That's
yeah.
how the math works.
Yeah.
All right.
Brilliant. All right. Is it a ceramic hot dog? Or did she... I don't quite know, but
I think she really got a hole through that dog.
Damn. Do you think she eats the remains?
Oh, I hope not.
But, it's kind of like a ready-to-go edible.
Yeah, infused.
Hey, it's a hot dog. Is a bunch of burnt up garbage gonna taste any
It's not gonna
worse?
make it any,
Yeah.
it'll make it better.
Yeah.
It's a hot dog.
Yeah, it's a little bitter, but it's got some flavor.
All right, so this one's ready. We got through the gift train, and
We love you, hot dog girl. What an innovation in weed technology. Getting high through a hot dog. Incredible. All right, here we go. Oh boy, 7. It really is more excessive than I thought it would be. But we have so much more time to space this out tomorrow. It did get ridiculous because I was like, we got to get it through fast tonight.
Yeah.
Gotta rest the voice. 4 hours of this tomorrow. So 7. This is also a very dumb thing. In some ways, it's like, well, no shit, dummy. But I'll say it anyways. This is the highest I've been.
Of this whole countdown week.
Yeah, believe it or not.
I think that was the point.
Yeah,
and so you really did prove that more units equals more high.
I've outrun I've outpaced the sort of slow up of tolerance progression. Yeah, believe it or not, after I've done the most weed, I am the highest I've been. Who would have thought? Science. Sometimes you just don't expect those crazy results. Wow. Oh, I keep not doing this. Grovel.
Oh, that is a great
This is for
little
you.
feature that it buzzes at you.
Yeah, it's like,
what are you doing?
this battery's not going to last forever, asshole. Hey, there's a chick who's been sucking down this hot dog bong for a minute. Give her a break. Happy to, hot dog girl.
All right.
Oh, what a cloud as big as
Oops.
Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Pretend this was coming out of pig anus. Wow. All right, well, there's still a lot to get through. Tomorrow, to reiterate for the 8 trillionth time, we'll be on for like 4 hours for a marathon live stream, hitting all of the 420s at every part,
East Coast, Central Coast, center of the country coast, mountain coast, West Coast.
I got them all.
All the coasts.
Yeah.
From coast to coast to coast.
From second best to worst to third best to first. I'm dropping that. I'm leaving on that kind of like. I mean, that is some. That's calling them out.
Those are some coast claims.
Sorry, Central Time Zone.
You burnt.
Yeah. Everybody loves you. You're a great time zone. You used to be the second. It was always 9 Central. 9 Central. You always left on the Central. You always want to leave on a high note, and the Central. I guess I don't. Who knows?
Your battery's reminding you again.
I would guess that Central though is the third. If I had to go guess population.
Oh.
East Coast, West Coast, most populous time zone.
Oh, the population of the time zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess Mountain is the least most populous time zone.
That seems obvious.
But then it's West and Central.
I think because like California has more population than how many states? I would just say East Coast and then West Coast.
Let's go East, West, Central,
and then
Mountain. Lock in.
Basically, your gut. Because okay, like New York, LA, Chicago. For your big city in each. But I guess there's a lot of Texas in
There's
Central.
a lot of Texas. Phoenix, massive. Massive. Denver, pretty big. Whatever time zone woods those are in. Oh, and fucking Phoenix. Don't even talk about them. They're crazy over there.
Oh, they got a separate thing going on in
Arizona.
I
mean, they're still in a time zone, but they've got their whole wacky daylight savings thing time. There's Arizonans they're a particular bunch. Could you imagine moving to Phoenix? Who in their goddamn mind would move to Phoenix right now? Who would see a thermostat in Phoenix?
People who, want to live somewhere cheaply, I guess?
Even the most ardent of climate change deniers aren't going to lie to you and say that, oh, you know what? It's probably going to be a little cooler in Phoenix next year. Even, fucking Ben Shapiro would be like, yeah, it's probably still going to be pretty fucking miserable in Phoenix. And yet, not only are people not fleeing, people are still moving there in droves.
Because people are moving out of California because it's so expensive.
Yes, but why? In God's name, it is soon going to be so hot in Phoenix. I mean, it really already is, uninhabitable. But it will be at the point soon where it's like you will have you can be out in the sun for like 15 minutes before you will succumb to heat exhaustion. Like truly inhuman levels of heat. It is perfectly feasible that might happen.
Next year.
Yes, especially as like an anomalous heat wave. Not necessarily all the times, but even if that happens for a 5-day period, it would be catastrophic.
My understanding of the infrastructure too, because you might think like, oh, if you have the city that is very hot, and a bunch of people are moving there, you might like build infrastructure. But my understanding of the infrastructure is that it's like everything is asphalt and concrete, and there's no like shade structures built.
No, except in the rich
just-
parts of town.
Right. But for like generally getting around, like
You can actually, you can just straight up, I mean, this is true for so many things with zip codes, but you can just straight up pair thermostats to zip codes in Phoenix, where there are certain zip codes that are like 5 degrees cooler than the normal
because of
ones.
how much shade they have.
Yes, because they're in neighborhoods where people can afford to water trees constantly, and they're shaded, and it produces that much of an effect on the temperature around there. And so it is just like you can straight up, if you look at it, if you take a zip code, you can say, it's probably going to be this temperature based upon knowing the income of that zip code or whatever. It's weird.
All right, enough about Phoenix. You're finishing up that.
Yeah, enough about Phoenix. If you want to move somewhere sensible, there are plenty of places you can go. You can go to like Houston, you can go to Dallas, you can move to Miami. Plenty of smart places left to move that aren't stupid and foolish like Phoenix to move to.
You meant Miami as a joke.
Yes, and I also meant Houston and Dallas as a joke too.
Okay.
If you really want a serious one, move to somewhere in Canada. Just go to
Maybe a little more logistics.
north. But seriously though, why would you go to Phoenix? We love you, Phoenix. I gotta stop.
I was gonna ask you for a cherry on top.
Me?
Yeah. For the end of this, but there's a question, a relevant question.
Yes.
From chat, Joe Hernandez.
Yes.
What deals have you excited for tomorrow?
What deals have me excited for tomorrow? Great question, Joe. Joe, go to your local weed maps, as much as I hate to suggest them, and just go to, look at depending where you're at, the 5 to 10 closest dispensaries to you. Look at what they're offering. They're all going to be competing with each other. I mean, they are going to be absolutely just fighting tooth and nail to get your dollars for tomorrow, because tomorrow is so fucking important to them. Take a look, find who's offering the sickest ass deals, and go there early too. These places are probably going to be nuts, but the good thing about the clientele is it's not a traditionally early crowd. So,
if you can endeavor to be the early one.
Yeah, you could probably skip a lot of pain. Oh, further, extra, really have to go after this though. Bonus suggestion. Here's what I did. Well, one, you can't really take advantage of this part. I already went ahead and did probably all of my 420. I don't know. Why am I talking like this? Deals. And I ordered online. The dispensary you choose, probably has online ordering. You may be able to skip the line altogether. Shop around, find somewhere who's going to offer you some, a lot of value for your money, because a lot of people will take advantage of it. And I hope you find something sick. I will be using some
Steezy 1 grams for 19 and live resin liquid diamonds for 29.
You sound like excellent prices.
7 gram infused 40s, buds for 39. Also, first 100 in, get bags.
As much as you can. Stock up now. Think about it. Don't be irresponsible, but maybe, think ahead. Think about how astronomically good these deals are, and exploit your dispensary's desire to get you in, so that you will purchase something more a spur of the moment, because it's 420. It's fun. You know what? I already got a Steezy pod for $19. You know what I'll do? I'll get a sick top shelf disposable, because I already saved so much money. And then the dispensaries over there, they're laughing all the way to the bank. But you can beat them. Order online. Take advantage of their generosity. It's weed. It's weed money. Who cares? Get those $19 grams. Get a bunch. It's great. Take advantage. I'm gonna stop now.
Do you think the carts are more shelf stable? Would be the most shelf stable option
I have. It's a fantastic question.
that you're unqualified to answer?
Yeah. Most of them have some nominal expiration date, and it's just like a year after.
Just like
yeah.
a Coca-Cola can has an expiration date.
Yeah, I would assume it's good for longer, but I've not seen any.
If you don't have it in the sun, if you don't have it in hot temperatures,
Well, a year's supply is probably a sufficient much amount to stock up on, because 420 next year.
because then you'll have 420
Yeah.
next year.
No, you don't even need to stock up that much, and you don't even need to take my advice. But again, dispensaries are going to be acting irrational, and you have an opportunity to take advantage. Go for it. I did. And I'll have some of that stuff tomorrow. Dear God, we made it.
You made it.
It was fun. I'm really nervous about my voice already. That's maybe why I'm talking like this.
Maybe I'll have to convince you to drink some tea.
Yeah.
He doesn't drink hot beverages at all.
Who needs them? My body will warm that liquid right up for me. I remember an urban legend when I was young that people would drink just tons of ice water constantly. Just tons of it, saying, I'm drinking this because my body is going to expend so much extra energy to heat up the...
Oh, it's gonna burn fat?
Yeah, because I'm going to expend the, endothermic energy required to raise my body temperature back to equilibrium after having this small volume of water entering my body. And people would drink a ton of fucking ice water as a diet strategy.
Man, the 90s was so diet obsessed.
And the East Tennessee, a stupid obsessed.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Steve has been using Papa's herb carts since he doesn't like using a proprietary cart system.
Steve, I have a review of a Papa's herb cart, and I liked it quite a bit. I thought it was pretty good too. A nice value for the product.
And probably even better value today and tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't want to say product again. I shouldn't be a guy who ever says product.
Oh, you don't? Oh, because that phrase.
Yeah. It's an industry term.
It's kind of like content.
Yeah. And I don't say industry either. I'm too cool for that. I was going to grab glasses, but they weren't working and it's distressing.
Oh, no.
We'll figure it out.
You'll figure him out.
Hell yeah, I will. I'll just adopt that personality. He would.
Yeah.
If I were wearing the glasses, I wouldn't be worried about the fact that they're not working right now.
That's right.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's right.
I think everyone here thinks you're ready for tomorrow.
Hell yeah, I am. I mean, I was laughing.
One little nap before then.
Yeah. I don't nap. I
chill.
Yeah, I just that doesn't work. I do something badass instead of sleeping. Sleep's for the not so cool. Or sleep is for losers. Staying up late is for people who wear sunglasses inside.
Okay. Oh, don't break them.
I wouldn't. They're already broken.
No.
I mean,
remember the persona.
Yeah. I'm not gonna break them because they're already broken. I'll see you tomorrow.
Happy 420 Eve.
Oh, is this the music?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you can't hear it.
no, thank God. Our technical difficulties
Finally saved you. You'll have to tell Steve more about your glasses later.
yeah. But
Mostly right now they're just a persona.